Well, welcome back to another video, everyone. This afternoon, I'm going to go out ice fishing, and I'm going to target crappies. For me, crappie is one of my favorite species to target on the ice. They're usually always willing to bite, and when you can get on them, it's pretty dang good. And it's also fun to see a big suspended mark on your Vexlar, and then you reel up to it, and it smokes it. So for me, that's usually why I like fishing for crappies. Walleyes, it's usually a little half-hour window bite you get. Usually you can take advantage of a good bite window with crappies, and sometimes it's all day, and sometimes it is only a short hour. But it's pretty cold today. I think it's only about 10 degrees, so I'm not going to do much fishing outside. It's all going to be inside in my otter, and we're going to stay warm in there. Like I said in my last video, that was my first time going out, so this is only my second time going out ice fishing this year. But it's been a good start. That first day I had caught all those perch, and hopefully we can put some crappies on the ice today for you guys. Well, I finally got out here, and that walk absolutely sucked. I had probably like a 300-yard walk out here to the spot where I want to go, and windier than hell and about 10 degrees. It was chilly. Like I said earlier, I'm going to fish mostly inside today because it is crappie. Since we're fishing for crappies, I'll probably start off like 4 feet off bottom and then go from there and see how far from bottom they are. You can never be too high for crappies. They obviously feed up with their eyes sit on top of their head, and a lot of times they're suspended, so I'd rather be too high than too low. With crappies too, I like to find the biggest minnow you can absolutely find. Helps weed out the smaller fish, and big crappies like big minnows. A lot of times too with crappies, like sometimes it'll be just a minnow bite, like your bobber will be going down all day or evening even, and your frickin' jigging rod won't even go off. There's been a lot of times where that bobber rod has saved me, so if I'm fishing for crappies, I'm always putting at least one bobber rod out. At least one. So I'm going to start out with this tungsten from Maynard's Tackle, pink, and then a Mackie, and that's one of my favorite plastics for crappies. And there's one on the bottom. I don't know if it's a perch or not, but we'll see if they're biting. Come on. Pretty close to the bottom, so I'm assuming it's a perch. Visibility looks pretty dang good here. I'm in like 19 and I can see quite a ways down. Got a fish finally down on the bobber. Then
obviously, because I caught you.
hey, while I'm talking to my wife, this one's gonna be a nice one. Oh yeah, that's a good. This is gonna be a big fish. I don't know if it's a walleye or what. Oh, it is a walleye. Nice. Not what we're going after, but a nice eater walleye. Heck yeah. That's a nice fish. Perfect eater. Every time I call you, they start, and I got another fish. Oh, what is it?
You're welcome.
Shoot, that one came off. Well, it's definitely starting to happen now. I've had about 2-3 bites now. The one my reel got stuck. Oh, there's another fish. I think this is gonna be another walleye. Oh, that's big. Nice crappie. There we go. Oh shoot, I almost lost my light. That's what we came for. Heck yeah. Probably a nice 11-incher. I'm gonna keep 5 of them and call her a day, so let's freaking go. I thought that was gonna be a freaking walleye the way his head the head shakes were, and I need to loosen up my drag a little bit. They're starting to get active. That one's going down now too. I'm gonna jack this one before it tangles my...
This is a smaller one. Still not a bad one, but put him back. Get some more lights up in here. Getting a little warm in here, gonna have to turn it down. That one went down instantly. Holy. There we go. That's a nice crappie. Heck yes. They are just loving this freaking live minnow right now. Another boat. That's probably an 11-incher. I might have to go just the 2 rods here soon because this is getting to be a little crazy. Oh, that one's gonna go down. Reel up this one so I don't tangle that. Yeah, that one's gonna be a decent fish, I think. There. Yeah, not huge. Yeah, not bad. Probably 10-11-incher again. A lot of cookie cutters. Nothing huge yet, but another good one for the table. Hopefully we get some bigger ones as the night goes by and release those ones. But in the meantime, we'll keep these. Again, that's why you put out a extra rod. I mean, if it wasn't for these minnows, we wouldn't be having much right now. So crappies have a hard time resisting a minnow, as do pretty much everything. So, and I always like having a bobber set up for my dead sticks, because at least then you know how far off the bottom you are. And if you just use the dead stick rods, yeah, you can reel up, but now I know exactly where I'm at when I use a depth finder to set my bobber. So another thing too I like to use, I actually use a size 12 treble hook, and I absolutely love it for hookup percentages, and also it's just a low profile lure that a lot of times I think people use too big of a lure and they get kind of sketched out from them, but you'd be surprised what you can catch with a number 12 treble. I mean, last year in Winnipeg we used them for live minnows up there, and I was using size 12s, and it handled those. I caught an 11-pounder on it, and I've caught my biggest walleye in North Dakota actually in a size 12 treble too. So about a few years ago I switched to those, and I'll never go back to a single hook or a bigger treble, because I think you just get more bites, and the hookup percentage is actually a lot better when I went to that. And I don't know if it's because it's so small it gets, you know, through its mouth and then gets caught at the end, so you're not gonna have to worry about it breaking off and getting too deep. But ever since I went to a size 12 treble, my hookup percentages go way up. Seems to do all right with a live bait rig. Now with a jigging spoon or anything, then I'll go size up treble on those because I'm actively jigging it. But the live minnow, I like that number size 12 treble. I'm almost tempted to just go to all freaking bobber rods, because they are just not touching it. I mean, I've rifled through probably 4 different baits right now and can't get them to go. Am I gonna get one jigging here? God, they are just not aggressive. They want this one acts kind of like a bigger one. There we go. Finally, one on a freaking jig. There. You definitely showed some interest. Hopefully we can get a few more. I think that's 5. That's good enough for me today. I think from here on out, I'm just gonna release them and catch for fun. So a lot of times, if I know I'm gonna sit in one spot and not move very much because it's crappy out or whatever the reason is, I'm usually gonna pick a spot on a river channel on an inside turn that's adjacent to a big feeding flat, and it's a good highway for those crappies to move back and forth and then being able to slide up on that feeding flat. And for me, it's a high percentage area. I've always had good luck on it, and yeah, it's something I use in my arsenal when I'm not going to be moving around very much instead of chasing them out on in the basin right now. So. Wow, this one's kind of racing up. There we go. Haven't had a bite in forever. I'm just a little guy, but huh. It's just starting to pack up, and I don't know now. That one kind of was charged up, but I'm sure they're still going to be shut off here. The temp dropped probably another 10 degrees. It's probably 0 degrees out, and it is windy. So this is going to be awesome getting out. It's going to be hard trying to get out of this otter right now. It is pretty warm. Starting to kind of pick up again. Oh. Well, just a little guy. I don't know how much you can see. But, yeah. Kind of starting to pick up again. What in the world? Not much for size right now, but they're kind of charged up again. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. It's been an awesome start to my ice season. Had that good day with perch, and then now with the crappie. And it was a kind of a different bite. They weren't hitting the jigs, but they were hitting the live minnows like crazy. And I probably would have caught more, but I was messing with my iFish Pro trying to get that ready to go. So I still ended up having a good day on the ice. Not the big ones I was looking for, but did end up with a few eaters. Hopefully you guys learned a few things too, how I like to target crappies on the ice when it's really cold and you can't move around and you're limited. And like I said, it's kind of nice that North Dakota allows you to have 4 lines, and I ended up using 3, and that kind of saved the day. Those live minnows worked awesome, and a lot of times that's what I like to use for crappie. But yeah, thanks again for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya! Bye!